It's so clear his ways in vibrating. It's so clear because his ways is like
Let the beat breathe a little bit. That's that stimulus.
Ran free like 30 seconds in on the stimulus package. Ain't talk to the people yet. Yeah, I just want to let the beat breathe for a minute. I laugh. Gosh, ladies and gentlemen, it's the stimulus package is going down, man. It's the third album. We still brother, we still in the trenches doing our thing. Stay top for life, you know?
What's up? What's up? That's that stimulus package, baby. Red label, black label. Woo!
Black label, blue label, purple and red.
That's that BD single and a freeway stimulus package. You know, giving you that free stimulus package, man. But yo, just like with James Harden, you guys said I was crazy. He would never leave. He would never do this. And I keep telling people, wherever there's smoke, there is fire. All right. If reports keep coming out that this team want to get rid of this guy, or this guy wants to get a trade, or he's asking for a trade, you got to take it with a grain of salt sometimes, but you got to pay attention to it, because reports won't keep getting linked out unless that player is on the verge of leaving or something close to it. Now, if Dame Dollar gets traded this summer, I can't tell you, don't come to me and say, oh, you was right the whole time. I told you, do not underestimate the power of free agency, and anything can happen. Now, James Harden was the same guy that said, hey, don't believe this, don't believe that. I'm never leaving the Houston Rockets. Is James Harden on the Houston Rockets now? Don't let a basketball player telling you stuff and act like, hey, it's not going to happen. It's not going to be true. You know, salute G Money, salute Octavius. You know, one thing for sure is you can't trust an NBA player's word. They tell you one thing, then completely do the opposite. But all the hints point out to Dame Dollar leaving, hanging out with LeBron James. You know they talked about leaving. You know, Dame Dollar comes out, pissed the Portland Trailblazers on blast and says, you know, we keep coming up short. Change is needed. Now, somebody says, we keep coming up short. Change is needed. That's the sign that somebody's leaving. Dame Dollar reported wanted to go to the Knicks or Lakers. I hope he goes to the Knicks. You know? Yeah, G Money, I think he does need to leave Portland if he wants to win. I think he's seeing that. He's seeing the writing on the wall, but like, hey, we reached our ceiling. There's nothing in Portland we could do to win because you can't bring in the right pieces. You know? That's one of the reasons as well. You know? That is definitely one of the reasons. He don't elevate his game sometimes too. See, Dame Dollar and Greek Freak, I think, get the biggest passes out of a lot of people. They don't get passes with me. But the fact that they're not playing with championship-style contenders, people tend to give them a free pass every now and then. You know? So, I can tell you this much. So, I can tell you this much. That yo, so you just got that report. You're gonna get a lot of reports, Tay, because let me tell you this much. If reports keep coming out, a guy want to leave, he's gonna leave. Ben Simmons, Kyrie Irving, and Dame Dollar. All the three of those guys on the verge of leaving at some point because the rumors wouldn't come about. The Nets will take offers to get rid of Kyrie Irving because he's giving them a headache. Kyrie Irving is a great player, but a guy a lot of franchises don't want to deal with. He seems to be a problem for the business side of things. Yeah, I agree too. But if you want to start your own franchise with a bunch of youngins, Dame Dollar, come to the Knicks. Come on to New York. Forget going to the Lakers. I know the Lakers could be an easy championship for you. He's looking at it like, hey, if I go to the Lakers, I could get an easy championship. You know, easy. And the thing about that is, he said it himself on social media networks. If the Blazers get rid of him, he'd like to go to the Lakers. So a lot of signs pointing to the Lakers. I'm sure him and LeBron had some type of conversation, some sit down. You know, I hope he don't go to the Lakers because he'd be just looking for an easy championship. I already know what it is. You know, we all know that the Washington Wizards going to break up. Both of those guys, Bradley Beal or Russell Westbrook, won't be on that team come next season. You know, so you already know that's a goner. This offseason is going to be great for trades. But one thing's for sure. All of y'all keep saying that it's impossible Dame Dollar is going to leave the Blazers. He's never going to leave. Keep talking. Good. Man, hold on for a minute. Getting a call. Let me just turn this off, man. I can't keep my phone on no more because I get a lot of people calling me for job offers now. And some of the jobs I just don't want to take. Some I will. You know. Oh, see, look, they still calling. Let me just try to lower this down so they won't call. I get a lot of business calls, but I'm on the grind again, and that's what's supposed to happen. You know, I do get an offer that I could perhaps work from home, and it'll take some time away from me, but at least I'll be able to still be in the house. I could work from home. You know, that's a good thing about being an office suit and tie, brother. You can always work from home. Thank God for office jobs, right? You know, but that's neither here or there. We see how that goes out. Yes, your Lakers don't need a super team, but you know what? LeBron James is there. And LeBron James will say yes to a super team on any given Sunday. If LeBron get the opportunity, he'll take everybody. You know, there's no player LeBron James will not want to play with. He'll tell you himself. Ask me if I want to play with Dame Dollar. Ask me if I want to play with Luka. Ask me if I want to play with all these guys. Yes, 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 yes. You know. So he'd rather play with the competition than compete against the competition. I mean, that's just his way of thinking, though. Everybody's different, you know. This is another reason why I compare him to a Floyd Mayweather. You know, I think him and Floyd Mayweather have the same approach, even in sports and business, because LeBron James takes pride in trying to become a billionaire. He wants to be the first NBA player to still play and become a billionaire. That's one of his goals, is to become a billionaire. So you can tell that money is on his mind more than winning sometimes, which is okay. Everybody got different reasons to why they want to do things, you know. Guys like Kobe and Jordan, the winning came first, the money came second. You know, to LeBron, the money and the fame and attention comes first, then the winning comes second. You know, we're gonna see where Dame Dollar fits in that category. You know, is he gonna be a bling bling rapper, or is he the type of grind it out, I'm from the streets rapper? Well, that's a little more than a rumor, because the man said it out of his own mouth that I want to go to the Lakers. Now check this out for y'all Nintendo Switch lovers. This is not mine though. This is for my boy. You know, if he actually watching this, he could probably, or he see a clip of this. This is for you. You know, he's a big Zelda fan, so I got it for him. You know, give him all the Zelda games. You know, because he kind of ran through all the Nintendo Switch games I bought him. You know, but we'll see what's up. But, you know, I'm grinding, keeping it moving, you know. But here's the thing. You're going to leave. If Dame Dollar leaves the Blazers, you got CJ McCullough on that team. Where do the Blazers go from now? Where do the Blazers go from here? Do you trade CJ McCullough and do what the Houston Rockets do and rebuild? Ooh, or Philly. If Dame goes to Philly with Joe Embiid, that could be problems. And the Blazers will get Ben Simmons. And if you put Ben Simmons in the situation where he probably has to score, he'll look to score a little more. You see him have 42 points in that game in some games. So Ben Simmons can score if the opportunity presents itself. But if he has other scorers around him, he's going to get into passing mode. So yeah, man. I'm getting calls like crazy on my phone. Literally. See, that's the thing. The minute I put myself out there, I put my resume out there, they see what's on my resume, they're like, oh, I gotta contact this guy. You know, now my phone gonna be ringing up all day with job offers. But I ain't gonna just take anyone. The offer that I got is pretty good. I'm gonna stick with that. You know, here's the thing though, G Money. Dame could be that alpha, that closer that we're looking for. You know? And if that's the case, I take it. You know, Knicks needed some star power. And if we could keep our young core with some star power, I'm going for that. Oh, that's a good one too. You know, but we still need that. We need a superstar at some point, G Money. We need one. You know, we need that one guy that's arguably a top 10 player in the league. And we don't get that. We got just a bunch of good parts. We need one top 10 player. We don't need like a bunch of them. Just one with that core that we got, we'd be tight. We'd have probably the deepest roster in the Eastern Conference. Imagine if Dame Dollar go to the Knicks and then Kawhi Leonard goes to the Miami Heat. You could argue that the balance of power would be switching to the Eastern Conference. You have Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Joel Embiid, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kawhi Leonard. Can't forget the Bradley Bills and Russell Westbrook. Then you would have Dame Dollar on the Knicks. New York would be complete if we get Dame Dollar on the Knicks and that big three in Brooklyn. Man, come on, man. Come on. We'll have a good rivalry. Oh, he could be that superstar that come to the Knicks. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But the power may shift back to the Eastern Conference. As the power shifts to the Eastern Conference, here's the newsflash, though. What happens to the West? You got guys like Michael Porter Jr. that's going to develop, right? But a team like the Lakers will only get stronger, and a team like the Clippers may go down because they will have to rely on Paul George completely. Oh, of course not. Of course not. I'm just talking about star power and rivalry. You know, I'm not talking about who's going to win in the 7-game series. I'm just talking about the Knicks versus Nets will be showtime. It'll be star power. Dame Dollar with our young core, if we could keep most of our young core versus the Brooklyn Nets with their big three. And keep in mind, this is a team game. So if Brooklyn Nets rely on a star power, they become top heavy with just big three and a bunch of scrubs on that team, we still have chances of beating them in the regular season in a lot of games, and it adds to the rivalry. You know, Dame Dollar on Golden State, I don't understand why would they want him when you got Steph. You got two guys that play the same position. Why would you want that? You know what I'm saying? Curry is more of a point guard than Dame Dollar, but Dame Dollar could switch over to being the two guard. But you got Klay Thompson. What do you do with Klay Thompson then? Like they got guards. They got arguably one of the best backcourts in NBA history. Yeah, it just don't fit because you got too much guards. But you're gonna move Klay to the three? And who you giving up? You're gonna give up a lot of your young core for Dame Dollar, I would take. But I know you're not gonna give up Klay Thompson. So you could potentially have, if that's the case, Steph at the one, Dame at the two, Klay at the three. And if you still have them, you know, Draymond at the four, that'd be a real small team. Well, I said arguably they have one of the best backcourts in NBA history. They're going to have two Hall of Fames. Arguably, the only backcourt in NBA history that's in the Hall of Fame is Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars. This could be relived with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. You know? I'm sure something went wrong. Man, I fixed it some other time, man. We'll get to that, you know, some other time. But oh, okay, I see. I see now. To my credit, that was just a copy and paste from an article. So that person that wrote that article needs to get a little check. I should have checked it myself, but it's all good. You know, once it's on live, you can't really edit it too much. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, maybe you can. Boom, I guess you can. Situation fixed. All you gotta do is take the will out. Ill will. Dame with Giannis and Butler will be nice. But man, that's something. If he goes to Golden State, he is from Oakland, so I mean, if he want to go play the home card, he could go back home. You know. But yeah, man. So it is what it is, though. I fixed it myself. It's not a biggie, you know. So it could be me, either me or him, that copy. I did copy and paste it, so it could have. I don't know what could have went wrong, but it is what it is. You know, at least it's fixed now. And here's the thing, man. One of these, there's going to be a big trade this offseason. Oh, what it do, Zach? It's going to be a big trade this offseason. Hands down, big trade this offseason. And somebody's going to form the big three. And as these reports keep coming out, me personally, I think Dame Dollar leaving makes the most sense. Kyrie Irving leaving the Brooklyn Nets makes absolutely no sense, other than the fact that the Brooklyn Nets probably gave him something that they're going to that they regret now because they don't like the guy. You know, they probably look at him like, we signed this guy to this contract, we gave him this, we gave him that. We kind of regret that. We kind of want that. You know, it'd be better to part ways with Kyrie Irving. But if you part ways with Kyrie Irving, how is Kevin Durant going to feel about that? But to all we know, Kevin Durant, the shiesty person that he is, probably was like, hey, if you trade Kyrie Irving, you trade Kyrie Irving. I'm cool with that, you know? But just don't tell him that I'm cool with that. You know? Some of these guys are shiesty. So it is what it is in that aspect. I think Dame leaves Portland. Yeah, I was right with the James Harden, and too much reports are coming out that Dame Dollar is going to leave. At somewhere, some way, somehow, something got to give. So if I going to take a pick of where he goes, I hate to say it, G Money, I think he goes to the Lakers. I honestly think he goes to the Lakers. It's a lot of signs that point to the Lakers. You know. Oh, you take a piece of that? Yeah, it went hard. It went stale because I left it in the bag. You know, it's a sugar donut, but I left it over there to get hard. You know, get stale. Well, see, how do you know that, Adrian? You don't know that. Do you know what goes on behind the scenes with these players? Don't get fooled by these players and sitting there thinking, oh, they roast marshmallows by a campfire. There's a lot more other stuff to it. If it benefits the Nets and it benefits Kevin Durant because they can have a deeper roster, he may take that offer. We don't know what Kevin Durant thinks about Kyrie Irving behind the scenes. You don't know anything of what's going on. Look how LeBron James did Dwayne Wade, pretending like he didn't know Dwayne Wade was going back to Cleveland. Did he end up, going back to Miami? Remember when Dwayne Wade went to the Cleveland Cavaliers and he went there just to hang out with LeBron James? That was his best buddy. Then all of a sudden, he gets traded to Miami. You think the Cavaliers are going to trade Dwayne Wade to Miami without letting LeBron James know? He had that franchise on lock. Of course, he okayed that. But then he pretended to Dwayne Wade that, oh, I had nothing to do with this. I didn't even know you was going back to Miami. Yeah, you did. You know? So Kevin Durant could perhaps do the same thing. They don't call Kevin Durant a steak for no reason. Starting five of the LeBron era. Well, for starters, you got to start with LeBron himself, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry. Let's see, Kawhi Leonard, and even though he's not a five, I'm just going to put him in there and let him play it. I picked Giannis Antetokounmpo, probably, you know. But that's a that's a trick question because the LeBron James era is not really now. The LeBron James era was the past era, which was 2010 to 2020. So if we're going by that ranking, it's a little different. You may have to throw like the Kobe's and all that stuff in there. Depends on what LeBron era you're talking about, because LeBron was around for 2 eras. But if we're talking the LeBron era with Kobe, when he was playing with Kobe, it'll be Kobe, LeBron, probably Wade, all them other guys, So it's different. Very it's a complete different thing, man. LeBron extends to really 2 different eras, and you can't say he's not part of this era either. You know what I mean? Because he's still arguably considered, a great player in this era. So this is technically still his era too. So he has 2 eras basically, Oh, of course. I mean, you got to include Kobe, period. I mean, there's no way, no how you're going to take Kobe off that list. But you could pick Kobe for the 2010s to 2020 because he played 6 years of that era, right? What do I think of Royce the 5'9"? I like one song from him, but other than that, I don't really listen to him that much. But he's a good lyricist, but it's whatever with me, I mean, it's like a guy that I don't really follow too much, But I heard reports of him, He had some song back in the early 2000s I liked. The beat was kind of fast. And it was like, But other than that, I can't tell you nothing about Royce the 5'9", to be honest with you. Of course, Dame said it's not true. It's called playing PR. Nah, Jadakiss is from Yonkers. He's from Yonkers, Artie. Jadakiss is from Yonkers. Don't believe nothing these NBA players say. James Harden said the same thing until his ass got traded, and I didn't. Just wait till this season is over with, off season starts, and if Dame Dollar's on another team, I'm gonna tell you I told you so. Because you all guys keep coming here. There's no way he leaves. There's no way these guys leave. Then it happens. There's no way Kevin Durant joins Golden State Warriors. Never going to happen. It happens. There's no way LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh link up together. That's video game stuff. That's fantasy. It happens. Woo! Giannis will have something that LeBron didn't have by age 26, though. If he does that, is a title with those 2 MVPs and the Defensive Player of the Year. Man, that resume would be stacked. Keep danking that. Oh, my favorite player will never do this. He loves me. Okay. Keep getting in your feelings and see what happens. Then when the shocker comes, Dame Dollar signs with the Los Angeles Lakers. Big 3. You heard it from yours truly. You heard it first from me. If Dame Dollar leaves the Portland Trail Blazers, go back to all my videos that I made about Dame Dollar leaving. I heard Space Jam 2 was really trash, but I could watch it for free, so I may check it out probably like later this week. I'm so busy nowadays, man. I don't really got time to do a lot of stuff, So I got to pick and choose when I'm going to do things now. I have to start our own schedule for myself. So if I miss the schedule, then it's on to the next one, All right, he's not going to the Lakers, Price. Okay. If it happens, then what? Never say never. Never say never. He hanging out with LeBron. He talked to the guy. You don't know what these guys are doing behind the scenes. That's the thing. You know, they all talking, you know. No, I'm not back working in the office, but I did get an offer to work from home. So I won't need to use this laptop to work from home. So I won't be doing live streams mostly. I'll be busy working, you know, if that's the case. But I still make time to drop my videos. It only take about 5 minutes for me to talk about something. I'm very slick with getting words out. That's part of being a New Yorker, you know. Yeah, LeBron always tried to be like Michael Jordan. He want to be like Mike. I want to be like Mike. I want to be like Mike. Anything Mike tried to do, he tried to do it. But, you know, LeBron, you can only be LeBron James. And being LeBron James should be good enough. You're almost on the verge of becoming a billionaire. Your family is secure for life. You got NBA championships. It should be great to be LeBron James. I don't see why you want to be like Mike. You know? I don't get that sometimes. Be happy with the person that God made you as. Oh, if CP3 loses this chip, yeah, it does hurt his legacy because he had a 50-50 chance to win the championship. If he comes up smaller than Mini-Me, like Stephen A. Smith says, that's on Chris Paul. Ain't no reason for you to be playing like crap. You gave the last game away. The Bucks had the game waiting for you guys to take it. Chris Paul, all you had to do is close the game out. You owe your team a couple of wins. That's on you, bro. Your team is arguably one of the most healthiest teams in a playoff run. Ain't no excuses. You out there on the court playing. You ain't hurt. No excuses. Get the job done. There's no excuses for neither one of these teams. Giannis putting up historic numbers, like I said in my video. He playing like he's fully healthy. I don't want to hear none of that excuse stuff. No, he just came off of surgery. He didn't came off nothing. He just came off falling down and his arm was hurting. No. None of that. None of that stuff. No excuses. I'm tired of these guys making excuses for their favorite player. If you want to go about that, then everybody gets a pass. Everybody to play basketball get a pass, right? Injuries are part of the game. Injuries has been taking place since the beginning of basketball. Okay? If I sit here and nitpick at everybody getting hurt because they're not 100%, then nobody deserves to win the championship then. Nobody. Every championship series, you could nitpick at somebody being hurt. You're out there on the court playing, you get accountable for it. No, the game is tomorrow. They get 2 days between breaks because Team USA is playing, I guess. And the NBA want to mark out that money, you know? But I heard Space Jam was trash. No offense, but I heard it was trash. Rotten Tomato reviews. I don't really go by that stuff. I gotta watch the stuff myself. But LeBron James is not a good actor, so that's not shocking. He's gonna have to get carried by the other actors in the movie if there is some, you know, because acting is not his number one talent, you know. Did you see it? Yeah, G-Money. People always do that. But while that player is playing, they're not bringing up the injuries at all. You guys haven't brought nothing injuries up with LeBron James while he was playing. But all of a sudden, when he loses, it's because of the injuries. This man missed half the whole regular season. He had more rest than anybody. He didn't look hurt out there. He just looked like mentally he quit. That's all. Yeah, I mean, acting is stick to basketball, LeBron. Stick to sports. Acting is not your thing. I see him act just off little bits. It just seems so cheesy. It's like, oh, hey, guys, look, I'm LeBron James. I'm acting. You know, That's how it looks like. He's just not an actor. It looks like he's like, oh, the camera's on me. Let me put my face close to the camera. Hey guys, I'm LeBron James. That's what it looks like, you know? It doesn't look believable at all, you know? It feels like a PBS special when you see LeBron act. It's like, hey guys, remember to eat your vegetables. Ding! That's what it feels like when I see LeBron James acting. You know, he said, "You guys made me sleep." Yeah, word, man. So yeah, man. But it is what it is in that case. Yeah, who makes an award like that anyway? Oh, we feel so sorry for you, LeBron. You're the most abused athlete of all time. Come give me a hug. Oh yeah, yeah. I think I need that hug. Come give me that hug real quick. You about to become a billionaire. We feel so sorry for you. Come here, LeBron. You need a hug, man. Like come on, man. Grown man. What are you complaining about? Your family's taken care of. You did all your life missions. You know, you got your mom's out the hood. You got her the dream house she wanted. How are you most bruised, bro? You get all the attention you want. You know, I damn, you afraid of Philly like that? Which one? The bar? Yeah, just eat one. Yeah. Word. So yeah, man. But nevertheless, when I if something happens, if Dame Dollar goes to the Knicks or the Lakers, main point is no matter what team he goes to, if he gets traded, I would have been right. Okay? And that goes to show you wherever there's smoke, there's fire. Stuff just don't happen out of the blue. Okay? If somebody is rumored in something and it keeps popping up, that means something happened. You know? Train wreck. Pretty fitting title for LeBron. Oh man. Oh yeah. But answer that question. CP3 don't win that championship this year. You had all the resources to win the championship. You had all the right team. Your team was favorites to win the championship. That's on you, dog. You better close this championship out. That's on you. There's going to be some State Farm problems going on. State Farm, well, you can't snap your fingers to have State Farm fix your legacy on this one. You're supposed to show up and show out. You played the last 2 games like crap. That was in a visiting arena. Now you're in Phoenix. I suspect you to put on the show in game 5. Oh, yeah, it does. No excuses. But John Cena had a lot of movies. John Cena is going to be in Suicide Squad. Yeah, he would have lost 4 in a row if that's the case. If they lose this series and it's in 6, that means they lost 4 games in a row, G Money. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. But don't be afraid, let him have it, If you're looking for smoke, it's a clean-cut basketball debate, give it to him. You know? Or you could choose to ignore him. One of the two. Now, if you choose to ignore people, they tend to leave you alone. Yep, we do. Huh. All right. Yo, bro, if you don't want to spoke with him, just let it go, man. Say, hey, dog, I don't want to be debating with you. We can leave it as is, you know? Unfortunately, in sports, you're going to get somebody that goes at you. You're going to get somebody that disagrees with you. You're going to get somebody that wants to have a debate. But none of us are safety of debates, you know? I could get in a debate with person, or I could just choose to leave them alone. The choice is up to you. So, oh yes. And that block is epic. That block that Giannis did on DeAndre Ayton. I want to get your opinion. Which was better? The block on DeAndre Ayton or the chase down LeBron James dunk block in 2016? Which one was better? They both came with a minute and something change, you know, so. Oh, and Zach, I know you like hip hop. Dipset versus the Locks. August 2nd or August 3rd, I'm going to be on live and I'm going to broadcast that battle, that versus battle. It's going to be popping. 2 great New York Giants going at it, you know. Okay, so I got one LeBron, I got one Giannis. Again, a lot of Giannis votes. Giannis. Okay. G Money's picking the LeBron chase down block because of the significance of it. I get where you're coming from with that. I get it. That block LeBron did was arguably more important because it was in a game 7. This wasn't a win or lose situation, but it's still the NBA Finals, and if Giannis don't block that dunk, the Phoenix Suns probably could have won that game and put them in a 3-1 hole. You know, so it goes both ways. Both of them are really significant and important because it's the finals, and you don't want to be digged in the 3-1 hole. You know, but I get where you're coming from, G Money. I get where you're coming from. I thought that dunk by Giannis was more better, though. I mean, the dunk. I thought the block by Giannis was more better. Did you see how high Giannis got when he blocked that shot? Giannis' arms looked like it stretched, like he was Stretch Armstrong. Like, bro, DeAndre Ayton is a center. He's no shorty. He got hops. And for a guy 7 foot tall to be up in the air about to dunk, and you contest his dunk, because you thought Giannis would say, oh man, I thought I was going to get blocked or dunked on. That's even taking more risk, because he could have got posterized. And he tucked the challenge. Clean block. All ball. That was amazing, bro. That block was amazing. And it was like a devastating in-your-face block. And keep the fact that Giannis could have got injured on that play. Anything could have happened on that play. He took the risk of contesting the block. And a lot of stuff could have happened. You know? LeBron's chase down block, it was from behind. The guy didn't see it, you know. And J.R. Smith cut him off a little bit. It was a little more easier for LeBron to get that block. But this was a head-on, one-on-one block. There was nobody saving Giannis Antetokounmpo from getting dunked on. He is the one that had to reach his hand up there and block. That was incredible. I've got to go with Giannis too. When I think about it, I got to go with Giannis too. Okay, so we got 2 Bron and everybody else Giannis. So Crackhead Bev voted for LeBron. G Money voted for LeBron. Everybody else here, we voted for Giannis. So that Giannis block was incredible, man. It was incredible. See how high that these guys got? This Battle of the Giants is like they were flying in the air for a while and just give me that block. You know? But yeah, man. Yeah, see, that's the thing, though. The significance of it. Giannis arguably stopped the Bucks from losing. That was really important. It would have been series over if the Suns won that game. It'd have been over. There's no way the Bucks would have came back from a 3-1 lead. Very, very, very unlikely. But nevertheless, man, I'm gonna say go. So I'm gonna get up out of here. I just wanted to chop it up with you guys a little bit. You know, thanks for coming through. Tomorrow is the game, and it's gonna be on and popping. You know, Saturday boxing. Jermaine Charlo. Zach, get ready for that. Boxing on Saturday. It's on Showtime. If anybody got Showtime, you like boxing, you got a good fight this Saturday. Boxing. Oh, really? Man, KD always trolling with the fans. It's kind of cool that KD actually does respond back to the fans a little bit. I see him on social media like when he retires. Kind of like how Kwame Brown doing. I could see Kevin Durant doing that. Oh yeah, man. Hey, that block was crucial. You know, that block was crucial. But I just think the level of difficulty. Giannis had no help when DeAndre Ayton was blocking. It was just a mano on a mano, one-on-one situation. But I get what y'all coming from. You know, sports out, man. Keep it 3,000, and I'll be due later with some more stimulus packages. Peace. I'm out.